You know, I never formally apologize for what I say or what I do. I own everything I've ever done as a journalist. I've made my mistakes, but yet too few to mention. But this, I really want to apologize because this was a request going back a few months. I completely forgot, and it's my oversight. It is one of the better teams across Canada for Junior A hockey. The trophy case is huge. The fan base is tremendous. The players on the team have won Stanley Cups, or graduates from the team have distinguished themselves like you wouldn't believe. Now, on the Maritimes, we know this team quite well because they've always been in the mix in the Alberta junior system. And I really think, not say underrated would be the right term, but underappreciated by those outside of Alberta. So today we're going to have to be talking about the 50-year-old, or having their 50th year this year since its founding, of the great Calgary Canucks. Now, again, they're a Junior A ice hockey team based in the tremendous Alberta Junior Hockey League, or AJHL. They play, of course, in Calgary, with home games at the Max Bell Centre. They have won the league title 9 times and won national championship, which is now, of course, the Fred Page Cup. Now, founded in 1971, the Canucks are the second oldest franchise still operating in the AJHL, preceded only by the great Spruce Grove Saints. The Canucks franchise has the longest tenure of any in the AJHL in one city. The Canucks organization was formed by a group led by Doug Eastcott in order to create a junior team so that local players did not have to live away from where they attended school. As the team considered itself a Calgary-based development system, it set an internal limit of 3 imports, non-Calgary area players, per season. The import cap was eventually dropped as the AJHL has added more teams in the Calgary region, such as the Royals and the Okotoks Oilers, causing the team to recruit from a larger region. Now, the Canucks qualified for the playoffs 34 consecutive seasons, a streak that was finally broken in 2007. The team has 11 regular season titles, 9 AJHL championships, 2 Doyle Cup titles, and 1 Centennial Cup National Junior A championship. The team has developed multiple players that have reached the National Hockey League, including the great Danny Heatley, Team Canada star, and of course the Hab Killer, 2-time Stanley Cup winner Mike Vernon. Many more have earned scholarships to American and Canadian universities. Now, out of the gate, ladies and gentlemen, they were strong. Their first season, they went 28-18-2, finishing 30 overall, losing the finals to Red Deer. Now, they eventually won the AJHL championship for the first time in 73, then in 76, 77, 77 and 78. Now, they were fourth overall for 4 straight seasons between 76 and 79. They won the 83 AJHL, the 86 title, the 88 title, the 1990 title. Again, 95 was a big year where he won the league title, the Doyle Cup, and of course it's the Centennial Cup. Next AJHL title was in 99. And since then, they've struggled a little bit, but still, a decent squad. But the last couple of seasons, again, not say rebuilding, but it's been a struggle. But again, they're still a Canucks. Now, the National Junior A Championship, known as the Centennial Cup and formerly as the Royal Bank Cup or RBC Cup, is the postseason tournament for the Canadian Championship for Junior A Hockey. I actually said Fred Page, I apologize. Now, teams that are members of the Canadian Junior Hockey League since 1977, which is the 50-year mark as well. Since 86, the tournament has consisted of a regional Junior A champion list and a previously selected host team. Since 1990, the National Championship has used a 5-team tournament format when the regional qualifiers were designated as the Anavet Cup, which is the western side, the Doyle Cup, the Pacific, the Dudley Hewitt Cup, the central zone, and of course, sorry about the confusion, the Fred Page Cup, which is the eastern zone. From 2013 to 2017, the qualifiers were the Dudley Hewitt Cup, Central Division, Fred Page, the Eastern, and the Western Canada Cup champions and runners-up, which was Western 1 and 2. Now, the tournament begins with round-robin play between the 5 teams, followed by the top 4 teams playing a semifinal game. with the top seed facing the fourth seed and the second facing the third. The winners of the semifinals then face off in the final game with the national title on the line. In some years, the losers of the semifinal games face each other for a third place game. Now, this is very ironic, ladies and gentlemen. The road to the title was very interesting. He had played Le National de Joliette, the Eastern Championship, but lost 5-1. But due to a challenge by the Canucks, the win was overturned to a 1-0 shutout victory for the Canucks, which eventually qualified them for the semifinals. Thunder Bay, he bet them 6-0. Flyers, of course. 5-4 bet the Gloucester Rangers, which were the hosts, and lost 6-3 to the Winnipeg South Blues, representing the Western Division. Now, they finished first overall, won 5-3 in the semis versus Thunder Bay, and of course, in a very exciting final, they bet the Rangers again by an identical 5-4 score to win the Centennial Cup. I watched that game. That was very, very well played, back and forth, tremendous. I think it was on TSN. I could be wrong. It might have been on CBC, because CBC sometimes would show contests on from the tournament on the weekend. I've covered Junior A on and off over 25 years, and we're always scared of the Alberta teams because, again, some of the better prospects for Junior A are with these sides. Now, numerous former Canucks have gone on to play in the NHL, including Craig Adams, Mark Astley, Bobby Basson, Murray Brumwell, Don Cairns, Aaron Dell, Mark Fitzpatrick, of course Danny Heatley, Mike Height, Corey Hirsch, Doug Huda, Terry Johnson, Dean McGee, Ross McKay, the great Dana Merson, of course Stanley Cup champion, Miles O'Connor, Brandy Semchuk, Jason Smith, Tony Stiles, Ken Sutton, Brad Turner, Brian Tutt, and as a Montreal Canadian fan, I'm very scared to say this, Mike Vernon. So, Calgary Canucks website, if you want to check it out, and there's also an Alberta Junior Hockey League website. And when people talk about Junior A hockey, it is a quality of hockey that's comparable to Senior AA. We see Senior AAA across Canada, but it's comparable to Senior AA. Some of those players are building towards a university career. Some players are pre-collegiate, as we say. It's not really prep, but it's not really not. But I know in the Maritime region, with the Maritime Hockey League, we've had some outstanding future university players, and also some have been drafted for the NHL and have had okay careers in the Q. Sometimes they come up from high school or major midget or what do you call select teams that are not Canadian League affiliates. But Calgary Canucks, happy birthday, 50 well-deserved years. Every fan of the Canucks is a fan of hockey, and all I can say is you don't get more Canadian, wait for it, than the Calgary Canucks. Have a great day. Bye.